All right, let's jump right in because this is a big one. We're going to explore a pretty wild, almost science fiction idea today. What if we could take the very tools being developed for modern warfare, we're talking propaganda, viral content, AI, and just flip them on their head to actually engineer a lasting peace?
And the stakes here? Well, they could not be higher. Just look at this number. The global economic impact of violence is a staggering $14 trillion. That's every single year.
But, that's just the financial cost. The human cost is, of course, far more tragic. In just one recent year, an estimated 80,000 people were killed in armed conflicts. This is the problem we're really trying to solve.
So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll touch on why war is such a stubborn problem. Then, we'll get into how the battlefield has shifted into your mind. From there, we'll explore this wild idea of making peace go viral, the AI that could do it, and finally, we have to talk about the massive ethical questions this all raises.
War has been this ugly, constant problem for humanity. Forever, right? And despite all our progress, our treaties, our institutions, conflicts just keep happening. They're often fueled by these deep-rooted stories and propaganda. So any real solution has to go deeper than just the weapons. It has to tackle the narratives that keep the fighting going. And this is where things start to get really, really interesting. Because in the 21st century, war isn't just fought on the ground anymore. It's fought in the informational space, the psychological space. The new battlefield? It's literally the human mind. Let's just break that down for a second. Traditional warfare, you know what that looks like. It's about bullets, bombs, capturing territory. But mimetic warfare? That is a whole different ballgame. It's about using memes, stories, and psychology to shape how people think and to demoralize your opponent. And the crucial point here is that these aren't just funny cat videos or random viral jokes. No, this is the strategic use of ideas as weapons. They're specifically designed to achieve military or political goals, sometimes without a single shot ever being fired. And look, this isn't some far-off theory. It's already happening all around us. We saw it play out in the online campaigns during the 2016 U.S. election. And more recently, and maybe more clearly, with NAFO, the North Atlantic Fellow Organization, which has used these huge waves of pro-Ukraine memes to really effectively fight back against Russian propaganda.
So, this brings us to the absolute core question of this entire explainer. If we know ideas can be turned into weapons to create division and hate, then what's stopping us from flipping that script? Why can't we weaponize ideas to build peace and understanding instead?
And this leads us to this really fascinating concept, something called the viral algorithmic hurricane. Just imagine, taking the very mechanics that make things go viral and deliberately aiming them, not at hate, but at reconciliation. So what on earth is a viral algorithmic hurricane? Well, think of it like an AI-powered positive feedback loop. It's a spiral of pro-peace content that just keeps reinforcing itself, getting stronger and more engaging with every single person it reaches, pulling more and more people into its positive vortex. Here's how it would actually play out, step by step. First, an AI generates some really powerful, empathetic content about peace. Then, that content starts to go viral. That virality attracts more people and maybe even other AIs to chip in and contribute. This collaboration then creates even better, more resonant content, and the cycle just repeats, getting stronger every single time. The tactics here are pretty cool. We're talking about a new field, really, mimetic peacefare. This would involve things like an AI creating empathy-driven memes that actually humanize all sides of a conflict, or deploying counter-propaganda at machine speed to debunk hate, and using strategic storytelling to make peace feel not just possible, but compelling and inevitable. Now, to really pull something like this off on a global scale, you need a ridiculously powerful tool. And this is where we go next level. Enter the ultimate peacekeeper, a quantum artificial superintelligence, or quantum ASI. A quantum ASI could be a total game changer. I mean, just imagine. It could predict conflicts before they even start. It could act as a perfect, unbiased mediator in tense negotiations. It could help world leaders see the consequences of their actions and avoid catastrophic mistakes. It could even empower a new form of global democracy and coordinate nonviolent peacekeeping operations on the fly. And what this all points to is a pretty fundamental shift in power. An AI-guided system like this could potentially level the playing field. It could move decision-making power away from a handful of elites and distribute it to the global population.
hopefully leading to fairer, more sustainable outcomes for everyone.
And let's be super clear here, the ultimate goal is not some AI dictator. Not at all. It's a system that serves humanity. It would basically collect the individual inputs of people all over the planet to create a clear global mandate for peace, making sure that leaders are actually acting on the collective will of the people.
Okay, but of course, an idea this incredible comes with equally incredible risks. We absolutely have to talk about the serious ethical tightrope that an AI peacekeeper would be walking. This isn't all sunshine and rainbows.
But for every huge challenge, there's at least a proposed solution on the table. To stop an AI from becoming a tyrant, you'd need rock-solid human oversight and total transparency. To solve the black box problem, where we don't know why the AI makes a decision, you'd need explainable AI with humans always in the loop. And to avoid a new, terrifying arms race to build these things, well, we'd need new international agreements.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. We need new rules for a new era. A digital Geneva Convention could set global ground rules to make sure these powerful AI systems are always used to save lives and build bridges, not to manipulate or control people. So when you boil it all down, what's the grand vision here? It isn't just about stopping the next war. It's about a fundamental shift in human consciousness. It's about getting to a point where war becomes completely obsolete, as unthinkable to future generations as, say, slavery is to us today.
Which leaves us with one final and pretty crucial question. The technology to do something like this, it's on the horizon. It has immense potential and, as we've seen, immense risk. So if we actually could build an AI powerful enough to end war for good, should we?